Hi guys, my name's Ezra Buke-Dennies and my name's Sarah Buke-Dennies and we're part of an initiative called Urban Lawyers. Urban Lawyers is an organisation composed of volunteers and a number of legal professionalists. It's a multimedia educational and information resource designed to educate, stimulate discussion and engage young people in many legal issues of today's society. We cover a range of different topics including policing, personal responsibility, criminal law and the criminal justice system. With the main aim of educating the youth on their rights, Urban Lawyers does this by various methods, including workshop deliverances in schools and universities, liaising with the council, charities, fundraising events, appearing on radio shows, and through our social media networking sites, including Facebook and Twitter. What you're going to see today is us doing a street video at the university grounds. We're going to be gaining young people's opinions on various topics, including the police and issues about them, the sex offenders register, whether enough is done to educate people on their legal rights, and the stop and search policy. Urban Lawyers in action! Hi guys, my name's Ezra. Hi. My name's Sarah. What are your names?
I'm Tanita.
I'm Emma.
Okay, and today I'm just going to ask you about a really important and sensitive issue about the sex offenders register, and if you know who is actually on the sex offenders register and what constitutes that person being on the sex offenders register. Have you got any idea about that?
I have no idea.
I think it's mainly just rapists, like paedophiles, people like that.
I would have said rapists, paedophiles,
Who is like,
that's about it.
Or who have sexually abused someone.
Yeah.
I would have said big things.
Big things. Well, would it come as a shock to you if I said that if a person was to, for example, pinch someone's bum in a nightclub, that act is a sexual assault, and that person could also be put on the sexual offences register?
Yeah, that is quite shocking.
I would have said that.
Because it's happened to me loads of times, but I wouldn't think to pursue it that far to get them
go
put on the sexual offender.
Do you think that's extreme or?
I think that's quite extreme.
Too extreme.
Depends what context it's in though, whether he was hassling her all night and then did it or something. But if it's just like a pinch, turn around someone's like pinched your bum or something, I think it's a bit far.
Because then, do you know what happens when you're actually on the sexual offences register?
I know your name is some kind of law or something, your name gets put down, people can search it up, have the right to search up within your area.
Yep, so if a person moves into the area, you can ask for a background check on that person, and then you'd be able to see details if that person is on the sexual offences register. It'll also be a lot harder for you to get work. Anything you want to do, like just normal things, day-to-day things, will become a lot harder. Do you think the response is proportionate? Like pinching a girl's bum and then having all of these legal issues against you?
I don't think so. I think like you should maybe be given a warning.
So your ideal response would be a warning?
Yeah, like a warning from the police, because he could have just had too many trying to impress his friends or something, but I don't think it should go as far to like kind of ruin his life in a way if he tried to move away or try and get a new job. Or
he could tainted.
Yeah, or he could like be a children's nurse or something, and then now if he gets a CRB check, that could then ruin his career, which then could like hinder other people's lives as well. So I think it's a little bit far just for something quite simple.
Yeah, I think as well, if you're put on the same, if you pinch somebody's bum, you're put on the same as a rapist, a paedophile, then it loses its whole meaning. Because if you say on the sex offenders register, and for something so small, then everyone will just kind of think of the sex offenders register as being
something so
small when it's not.
Yeah. When it is quite a serious thing if you're on that.
I don't think you should be put on the same thing as a crime such as rape or sex.
Because if I look up something like around my area and the guy's on there, like my neighbour or something, I'm going to automatically think he's a paedophile or a rapist.
Exactly.
I wouldn't think he just accidentally like pinched someone's bum or in the club trying to impress his friends or trying to do too much drink. You'd think he was
you wouldn't necessarily
crazy, a dangerous person.
Okay, well that's one issue we've covered today, but it's right if I hand you out these cards.
Yeah.
And they'll give you more information on other legal issues such as your rights, stop and search policy, just things like that. And if you want any more information about the current law, it's all on here. Once again, thank you girls.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye. Okay, hi guys, my name's Sarah. No, I'm Ezra. What's your name?
I'm Josh.
Josh
Eddie.
and Eddie. Okay. Basically, I just wanted to ask you a few questions and your opinion on the police. What do you think about this? The way they operate towards the young people of today's society and their attitudes? How they approach you, if they approach you?
Well, personally, I think like the police, obviously they're there to be good and help you out and everything, but lately, because of like people being stereotypical and that, like I think they're basically focusing too much on the young hood rats.
Yeah.
But obviously they've got a reason to do that, but then it's getting too much, personally. So.
Do you think the reason that they've got is proportionate to the job that they're doing? So if they was to stop and search you, would that be proportionate to the reason that they've got?
I think they're abusing their power, because you can't, well obviously you can randomly stop and search, but then if there isn't any reason behind it, if you've not got a tip off or anything, you can't just be like,
yeah, that's like 100% as well, they can't just stop you for no reason.
That's it, so they can't just stop you for no reason, and they've got to have, if the policeman is in a plain clothes officer, they've got to have a warrant card. So they can only stop and search you if they've got a warrant card, and they've got to inform you of like their name, their station, the reason why, and they've also got to have a reasonable suspicion. So they can't just stop you for no reason. They've got to actually
have to have a warrant. Is that?
Yeah, if it's in plain clothes officer, he's got to have a warrant. Have you guys been stop and searched?
Yeah, I have.
How many times?
I just laugh at them because I ain't got nothing to get arrested or get in trouble about. So.
I was actually being nice. Like I thought he was being nice to me, so I was talking back. But I was with my cousin, and obviously he knows what goes on, so he was like ignoring him. I was like, why? He was being nice. So he walked off, and I was standing there like, let me talk. And he was like, can I search you? I was like, huh? You're right. What do you mean, can you search me?
And did he say why he wanted to search you?
He was like, apparently there's some drugs going around this park, because we're at a park. And I was thinking, so how come you're stopping me when there are loads of other people around? And obviously I was like, the only black person there, so.
Okay, so you again think it's stereotypical?
I think so, yeah. Personally, I think so.
What would you like to see changed, if anything, so that it would decrease the stereotype? Do you think there would be a different way the police could approach young people, like rather than?
I think they should use they can't just like stop and search you. They should like speak to you and I don't know.
On like a neutral level?
They should like as police they should discuss like a better way around of doing things.
I think it's not going to stop. Yes, it's not going to change.
Nothing will ever change. Like unless the Prime Minister or whatever.
Yeah. Do you think it's a good thing that some people do get stopped and searched?
Yeah, but the right people, but like not like people like us. You know what I'm saying? We go to uni, we're obviously not going to carry like a gun or something around us.
Yeah.
But I guess I can see from their point of view, as in like obviously a stereotype starts from somewhere, you know what I mean? So obviously there's like those statistics that show that young black people or whatever, young people carry blah blah. So obviously they've got a reason to, but then when it gets too much, then it's not right. It's not right.
Right. Well, thanks guys. I'm just going to give you these leaflets which has more information on about our organisation and what we aim to do. But thanks very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good time at the gym. Okay guys, that's the end of our Urban Lawyers Street video. Thanks for watching. And remember, Urban Lawyers provides access to law for all. Find us at www.urbanlawyers.co.uk, on Facebook, facebook.com/urbanlawyers, and on Twitter, twitter.com/urbanlawyers. Thanks guys.